What's the number one jam? Jennifer said
Right, we're gonna go
right
live.
here.
Let's go.
This party started right on.
Welcome back to the Turn Up Show with T-Mate and Friends. We are back in the building.
Yes, we are. All right, everyone. Tonight's show is sponsored by More Education and Enrichment Training, which is MEEK, Inc. It's a civic organization that has a philosophy of right.
Doing as far as the entrepreneurship, and they allowed me to promote in their shop. So I want to give a shout out to them.
Okay, wow.
The
event.
I'm sorry, tonight. Come out tonight to hear this realness. Come out. We're gonna get it in with this cipher. Come out and meet Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Professor Griff. He want to see the community. It's the brother that first started it all with the first Knowledge Fest and second Knowledge Fest back in 2011, 2012. He started it off, and that's how we are where we are today. Come out, $10. Come and get this food. Come and get this food for your soul, for your mind, and come out and support. Just $10. Ain't nothing else to do tonight. Come out and just.
Man, what are you doing? Let's get into the diet, because you ain't aged in, I ain't gonna say how long, but you ain't aged at all. So what is your diet? What are you eating? How are you looking young the way you do? Because I feel that's very important for us as a people to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? And so you're definitely doing something good.
Give thanks. But first of all, you said it earlier. You said words have power.
Right.
I don't even use the term diet. Because every time you say diet, you're dying.
Right.
You're using diet. Why can't we say live it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I mean, if we're actually truly going to have these words and that have power affect who and what we are. Well, my live it just consists of it's a plant-based diet. Definitely ain't no pork on my fork.
That's
right, man. Well, I really don't even do
so no meat at all.
Right.
No meat at all. It's a plant-based diet, man. But I don't do the processed stuff. I'm not popping a soda definitely out of a can.
Right.
I don't do
Well,
none
when
of
you
that
say out of
kind
a can, is there other options for soda? Because people like soda.
Don't do soda. There's another option. Yeah. Just don't do it.
But you said out of a can, so I figured maybe you have like some.
They got soda instead of plastic, right?
So what is soda?
Right.
It's poison. It is.
Yeah, well, soda is a chemical compound.
Sugar.
SODA.
Sugar, caffeine, right.
And each one of those
Corn
letters.
fructose, right?
No.
Sodium.
He's on the
Wrong
right track.
answer.
No, see, we don't do branch knowledge.
Okay.
You got to go to the root. This brother's on it.
Sodium, and I can't remember what the.
He's on it though. We're going to follow his lead a little bit later on. Yeah, it's just chemicals. That's all.
That's all it is.
And then with the cute commercials and that kind of thing, they get you to buy into it.
Yeah.
Hypothetically
Never seen a
speaking.
commercial for broccoli or lettuce.
Right.
It's always you only see commercials for stuff that's damaged.
Right.
So when you look at the whole idea of a popular soda like 7-Up, when you look at the can, what do you see?
You see.
Of course, you see the number 7, and then you see the red dot, and then you see the up, the UP. You ever think about what that means? Well, let me break it down real quick. The red dot symbolizes the lower energy center, your chakra, your root chakra. 7 up. There's 7 chakras up.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So it has to bypass all of the energy centers, yes, to reach the crown chakra to affect
clogs
you.
Everything to make
everything on the way up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So these people, scientifically, metaphysically, know what they're doing to us. It's just that we don't know what they're doing to us. You understand what I'm saying? Back to the live it. I don't do the meats. I never took a smoke of anything in my life.
Wow.
I was always into martial arts. I've never drank anything. Pint will attest to that wherever he's at. I just don't live that way. But we were talking a little bit earlier, and it's a lot of what you put in your body. I put living food in a living body.
Right.
Can you imagine from the time we woke up this morning, all the dead things we put in our body?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just put living things in a living body, and it's not only what you eat, it's how you think what keeps you healthy. Because there's the physical health, but then there's the mental health. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I guard my spirit. I get at least 20, 30 YouTube clips sent to me every single day by different people around the country. If it doesn't have a description, I don't open it.
Wow.
You're just not gonna send me anything. I'll send you a message back. What is this?
Right.
Because I'm not gonna let it affect my spirit.
Right.
Not at all.
Wow.
Seriously, and that's just real. So when you come to the lecture, I'm gonna break down what that means on an esoteric level, behind what we're seeing. You understand what I'm saying? How it affect our energy centers.
Right.
You know, you ever wake up happy? Somebody sends you something, you check it out, and you depressed the whole day.
Right, the whole mess up
Yeah,
the whole day.
exactly.
Right, yeah.
I just don't.
You don't put that type of energy into yourself.
Nah, I'm not close to anyone to the point where you could send me something and I'm gonna readily open it, other than my wife.
Right.
You understand? I'm not trying to impress anybody, but
Yeah.
God, the children, and my wife. I'm not concerned about anybody. I'm not trying to impress anyone.
Yeah. Well, why are you talking about the wife? I'm
Shout out to Soleil.
Yeah, let Audrey ask
Shout
her
out
question.
to
Now,
Soleil.
she been dying. Ask her question.
So yeah, I was just telling him that I was poking around on social media, and just to see you in the light of love. Like, you know, you talk about love, but we don't see that from I haven't.
Because you're not in love with me.
Well,
you ain't
no.
why would you see that? Why would you see that?
So, no, listen, because you know people are curious, and that's what people do. They poke around, they go on social media, and they look
Well,
around to see who.
You're not
who's
gonna
who.
find that on
Right.
social media. No.
Well, but when I did see something, that's why I was so happy to say this was like a breath of knowledge. See, that's
But
because
anyway,
she
go
feels
ahead.
that energy.
I know she do.
So basically, it's like, you know, someone needs someone.
Hold
you
on
know?
for a second. Soleil,
So let's.
Oh, this is the wife. Okay.
I'm actually on the air while you're calling me. Everybody say peace to Soleil.
Hey, Soleil, I'm talking about you right now, Queen.
And while
I
she's
am
on the
talking
phone,
about you right now.
we have a gift for you all.
Okay.
It's from Teammate Friends and Incredibles right here, Kyrie. We have a gift for you and your wife.
Oh,
Right
oh
here.
wow.
Yeah. So
See?
congratulations.
Oh
Yes.
wow.
I love it. I love
This
it.
is beautiful.
For the king
I'm on
and the
Facebook
queen.
Live, Soleil, so you
Yeah.
can see the gift.
Yeah. So
Isn't that
yeah, make
beautiful?
sure
Oh,
she
that's
gets that. She
beautiful.
sees it. Yeah.
All right, give thanks. Peace.
Yeah, so
Bye,
that's
Soleil.
Love you too. Peace.
You like
Love
that?
it.
Wow, this is tight.
What-
Love it.
So just thank
So now you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
that's-
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. People,
I love it.
People thought we spent like stacks and bands
Right.
and bands.
Yeah, y'all look like royalty
We were
though.
like,
Y'all do.
nah,
Y'all
we
look
ain't
like
spent a
royalty.
whole
Y'all
lot.
do look
Yeah.
like
But we
royalty.
wanted to encourage other people, and we wanted to encourage black love and bring the black family back together. We
Right.
are royal people. You
Yes.
understand? We're royalty. You understand what I'm saying? And we wanted to demonstrate that. And people keep asking us, what kind of wedding did y'all have?
Right.
Well, we incorporated the Indian style, African. We say hood.
Right.
We had an Akan priestess. We had Brother Ray Hagan.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? Because we
Ray
wanted the Ma'atic balance. Truth,
Yes.
balance, justice, reciprocity, and order.
Yeah.
So both of them did the officiating.
Wow.
You understand? We brought the elders in, those that have governed our lives.
Yeah.
We took the time to walk 4 seasons with one another from the day we connected, all right? We walked an entire year with one another.
Wow.
Fussing, fighting, arguing, traveling, doing things together, families meeting, the rest of the family, and coming together. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's important.
Okay, but another important thing is that you two have history, not as a relationship, but you two knew each other from back in the industry days. Like when you were, I saw a picture. You look like you were about 10 years old in this picture. Dude. He had his
He's still look 10. What are you talking about?
He does still look 10. But so I saw the picture, and so she looked just super young as well. But to
Right.
see a reconnection, like a full circle, like you
Right.
guys, you know, came back together. Like people go through what we go through in life,
Yeah.
and you know, you never know what life is going to throw at you, but to be able to be you know, satisfied with a circle like that, like that's why I
And I
really
love
want to
what
talk
you were
about
saying
that.
about the black family. And
Yeah.
let's talk about that real quick. Why do you think there's been such a breakdown of the black family, Griff? And how can we get it back? Like, it's just so hard to get single black men to commit to a woman. And I think that is everything. Like, the family structure is everything. So why do you think there's been an intentional breakdown, in my opinion? But why do you think that is?
Well, I think when they constructed and put together this system called racism, white supremacy, it targeted the family. This is what I spoke to earlier, in saying that being in love with one another and coming together as a couple, getting married and having a black family is the ultimate way, all right, that you can strike black at racism, white supremacy. Black love.
Yes.
Once we start to love one another, all right, I think you'll send a direct signal to them other people and let them know, okay, we got a fight on our hands. Because when you're in love with yourself, your mate, your family, your community, and your people, then you'll defend that. At all, every, and all means necessary. And I think that's very real. And all of us need that, but we have to understand history. To answer your question directly, when we was on that plantation for 400 and some odd years, all right, and they made you as a buck go into your family members and just random women for 100 years, your entire lifetime, you mean to tell me you're not going to produce children that you're going to take care of because you're not used to taking care of them?
Right.
All right, and that became the habit that we have to kind of undo. And there was no father training, family training, post-slavery. When do we ever get this training to unlearn and undo these things that they put on us? We need to understand that dynamic. Now, I'm not saying that don't let the men off the hook nowadays that are pimps and players.
Right.
You understand? We do have a social responsibility, all right, and a responsibility to our family. But they never taught us about family. Elijah Muhammad said there's 3 things that they would never teach us: the science of business, the science of warfare, and the science of mating. Wow. And we suffer from all 3. We'll get the business but don't know how to protect it. Yep. Wow. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. We'll get the family and don't know how to protect it. And that's just real. And we need to understand that. And the only time they'll teach us the science of warfare is when we're defending them. Right. Killing some brown people across the seas in another war. Like he's about to do now.
I need to write those 3 points down too. Make sure you can look, Kyrie said, Kyrie, step to the, I know you got a question, man. You sure? I know this brother's a friend of yours too, so I want to invite him up to
He owe me $3, man. I'm happy to see him.
He's married now. He need that $3. Right. But I love that you said that, and we're in such a time. How do you feel about this whole political
You keep
area?
asking me how I feel.
But I know I gotta stop.
Bro, you do not want to know how I feel right now. Your president just came on TV and said, this is the calm before the storm.
Right.
And he didn't
that
say
don't
what
get
it
y'all
was.
kind of riled up to think what this.
He didn't say what it was.
Almost said it. What this man is talking about.
Right.
And he didn't say what it was. So how do you
He's not going to tell you what it was because he already met with the Joint Chiefs of Staff and some other people to foster a war. And I already said it a month ago. They about to go to war with North Korea. You can see the handwriting on the wall.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah,
But he don't.
He's
not.
it on.
But you see, he's playing checkers right now because he's not counting on China getting involved. He don't count on Russia getting involved. Well, I'm talking global politics. Let's talk music. Let's talk about something. I don't want to get that deep.
Yeah, we want to get deep, Griff. We want to get deep. So, while we're talking about, we're on that subject, how do we as a black community, how do we respond, Griff? Because there is an attack on us, and it's an even more attack on us. So how do we respond? That's what I want to know. How do we respond to that?
I think the answer for the vast majority of our issues lies within. We've just become a people that every time we seek to answer a problem that we have individually and collectively, we will always reach outside of ourselves. Are you following what I'm saying? So if we reach inwardly, all right, we'll be able to pull the necessary leaders that we have together and we'll pose these questions to them, all right? Creating a council of elders. And once we rely on those council of elders, then we'll be able to put together the necessary solutions to the problem that affect all of us. But there's just certain things we got to put aside. I can get along with everybody in this room on any level.
Yeah.
As soon as we get past the religious and the political argument.
Thank you.
We're fine.
Thank you, Griff. I'm gonna touch on something real quick. And I'm sorry. I'm gonna touch on.
No, talk about it.
When I was on Facebook promoting you being on the show, and I was very excited. I was very excited you being on this show, and I was telling the word Griff gonna be on the Turn Up Show. There was this brother that entered on my post, and you know what he said? Ask Griff about Jesus. And I said, why?
Sure did.
I said,
why would we ask him that?
I said, why would we ask him that? I said, Malcolm X said in the Ballad of the Bullet to leave your God and your religion at home in the closet.
Hopefully he's listening.
Because we'll never get to any solution when we're talking about things that really are personal issues and don't matter.
Right.
We want to break bread with Griff about things that we can, solutions. Right. We don't want to break bread with him about, this and that and the other, because it's a personal issue. It's personal.
Right.
Who you serve, and I'm just going by what Brother Malcolm said. So kind of touch on that a little bit, because you were right there.
Well, what about Jesus?
Right.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, you're right there, right.
What about Jesus?
Yeah.
That's
Do you agree with what Brother Malcolm said, that we must leave our God and our religion at home when we're trying to come to the table and organize as a black community?
Well, I bring all that with me when I come,
Right,
so it's
okay.
hard for me to leave it home.
Okay, yeah.
Whether I discuss it
Yeah.
is a different subject.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Got
saying?
you.
And religiously speaking, I choose my battles.
I got you.
And that's one that I'm not going to have.
Right.
And I hope he's not listening, because that's just something
Yeah.
that's on him. That's not on us.
Yeah, right.
We're vibing. We cool.
Yeah,
you understand?
yeah.
Are y'all cool on this Facebook Live thing? They said they cool.
Yeah.
But if he want to have that conversation, my phone number is 678-557-2919.
Right, okay.
Hold on, let me say it slow so he can get it.
Right.
678-557-2919. He can call me any day of the
He
week.
might be on. You might be on my feed. He
Tell
might
him
be
to call
on my
me.
feed, but
See, but we got to stop hiding behind IP addresses and funny little, cute little names on Facebook and social media. Come on out where we can see you and we can talk.
Right.
You understand? There ain't nothing wrong with
Break
talking.
bread, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with talking. That's one of the hurdles we have to get over. We have to stop being afraid of one another.
Right.
And we have to stop being afraid that every time we have to have a conversation, it has to be a hostile one.
Right.
You don't have to be hostile.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
definitely.
I'm sure if he came to talk about Jesus, I'm sure we can find a common ground.
Right.
Enough to kind of not argue
Yeah.
about it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Long as he agreed that
And
he
there
was,
is a common ground.
long as he agreed that if he did exist, he was a black man doing some
Right.
revolutionary things.
Right. Yeah.
And we called him
Which he was.
Jerusalem
Yeah,
Slim.
he was.
Yeah, we good.
Let's talk about music real quick, all right? Because
All right.
I definitely want to get your thoughts on this, because how do you feel about the current music industry and the artists that are now? Do you feel? I mean, how do you feel about it? Let me just get your response on it.
I don't know. Well, the music.
And I keep saying feel.
It's good. I understand. I understand what you
How you
mean.
respond to the music
The
industry?
music industry is going to be the music industry. That's just what it is. It's an industry, and in any industry, they're set up to do business, to make money, and we have to understand that particular dynamic. All right. The sad part about it is too many of us giving our talent away to a machine that don't turn around to benefit us collectively. You understand what I'm saying? And too many of them have came in and have taken our talents and exploited our talents to the detriment of who and what we are as a people.
How did hip hop get away from us? Like, how did we created it? So how did the Jews end up owning?
It's not only Jews. We don't want to.
Well, yeah, I don't want to just say that, but
Right,
you know,
but you
for the
said
most
it,
part,
so we have to correct
yeah,
it.
you're right, okay.
It's not only them.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because
Well,
what
you
you
did
do,
schooling me.
Yes, he's
But
schooling
how do we
Hold on.
lose it though, Griff?
what you do when
We
you
should
do
own
that,
it.
you let them other ones off the hook.
Right.
If you just say the Jews.
Yeah.
So the Italians and the Irish ones and the other ones say, okay, cool, blame it on the Jews, we good.
Right, yeah.
When they run it off with bags full of money.
Right. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of them
How do
ain't
we
cool.
get it back?
I think we get it back by understanding that it's ours from the beginning. You understand? I mean, this is our culture. We don't mind letting other people participate, all right, in the culture. Let me ask these two young ladies, so what's the last time you had company at your house?
What type of company?
No, you getting too deep. Let me ask you. Company is company.
Not too long ago.
Not too long ago. Okay, when they came in your house, you relegated them to the front room. If they needed to use the bathroom, you let them use the bathroom, right or wrong.
Right.
They don't go all up in the bedroom, looking through the closet, up under the drawers. See, that's what happened with hip hop. We let these other people come into the culture, and they ran through the culture, doing whatever they wanted to the culture. But because we needed a paycheck, all right, we validated the destruction of our own culture. These culture bandits, these culture vultures, we allowed it, and we co-signed the destruction. You understand? And then we became the enemy that we were looking to destroy. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And now that they're here, they own all the publishing, own all of the music. You back catalog the Temptations. From the time that they put out acetates to 8 tracks, then cassettes, then wax, then the 12-inch, and then now it's digital downloads. They own it from the time Barry Gordy sold it to them. All right. So anytime you listen to a Temptation song, they getting paid. But that's our music. You understand what I'm saying? They culture vultures. They culture bandits. And they real. Del Jones talked about them in his book Culture Bandits, book 1, 2, and 3.
Right. Wow. All All right, we getting deep, y'all. We gonna end the side of the radio side, but we gonna go 15 more minutes. We good on time?
Yeah, but we got to go to the site. It starts at 9. If they want to meet and greet, y'all come on up to the just for a little bit. Come and support.
Give us the address again on this.
504 South 18th Street. It's right on the corner, 18th and Muhammad Ali. Right in the back. It's the upstairs. You see the stairs in the back of that where you'll see it right beside the new J's.
Always give us some ghetto instructions. You know that?
Yeah.
Is this in the back there with Tay Tay?
I gotta do it like that.
Ghetto instructions.
I just can't say 18th because it's messed up. 504 South 18th Street. That's where it's at.
Get it in there.
One question I had too, man, is okay. One thing when we talk about Public Enemy, especially in the history of hip hop, one thing that gets overlooked and y'all don't really get the credit for is how much of pioneers y'all were as far as selling music online. As being one of the first acts to actually do it. When y'all left Def Jam, it was like, oh no, we can already put everything out online.
Right.
You and Prince were the ones that really kind of spearheaded the movie.
Right.
And a lot of that is never really recognized.
That's why we need that movie.
Yeah, exactly. So how do you feel now? I know he asked, how do you feel about the musical side of it? But as far as how do you feel about the way that it's used now, or music, or the way the internet is used now with music?
Well, we owe everything to Chuck for being the visionary and leading Public Enemy into that digital era. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I think we need to understand, no, I shouldn't say but after that. We're going to put a period on that. Chuck D we owe him that. You understand what I'm saying? So when we look at the old contracts that we have signed back in the days, and it's very critical that y'all brought that up and you asked that question, because digital downloading rights were not even written in those contracts.
Exactly.
So how now that you still going to sell my music? Digital rights weren't even in those contracts, but you benefited from it. But I can't now go back and get all that money that you made from digital rights. Right. You understand? We've been duped, bamboozled, hoodwinked,
yes, we are.
Run amok. You understand what I'm saying? From the same people now that own the old record labels. These are the nephews and the sons and the relatives of the people that own the old labels. These are the same ones that own the digital era now. The Spotify's and the Pandoras and the rest of the same people. Right. Still giving you pennies. There was one artist that had 36,000 listens on Pandora. They sent him a check for $3,000. You do the math. Oh my God. That Cat Williams said, don't worry about it, I'll wait. Do the math. Hey, you want 36,000.
Talking about that Dark Child interview?
Right, exactly.
That was 37 million.
37 million.
That's worse. And you get a check for $3,000?
37 million
He was talking
streams
about
on Spotify, and he got a check for $3,000.
And it was for work that he did on Justin Bieber's album.
$3,000.
37 million.
Nah, I'm sorry. I'd be waiting in the driveway with a mask a rainy Thursday night. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, well, Brother Batas tells us we got to wrap it up. But I just want to, on behalf of the Turn Up Show, the community, everybody, Griff, we just want to say thank you.
Oh, give thanks, man. Give thanks.
Man, I'm going to give you your flowers, man. And man, you've been consistent, bro.
Give thanks, man.
That's all I can say is that you've been consistent. Right. You've been with the people, man. We really appreciate that. Because a lot of times for us that are, just in the struggle every day, you know what I'm saying? We need somebody like you that can come and give us hope and encouragement. Because you sitting in front of me right now, it just gave me hope that I can keep on doing what I'm doing.
Give thanks. I really appreciate that, good
keep
bro.
up with this positivity.
Right.
And then we got Kitty Cam in here, you know what I'm saying? He's a rap artist that's trying to come up, and you just giving him vibes. And man, we just really appreciate this. Because a lot of artists don't do this, man. Like, I try to tell people all the time, like, y'all really love these artists, and if they passed you on the street, they wouldn't even acknowledge that you
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But anybody that comes across my path, man, I'm greeting you.
And we appreciate it.
I don't care if it's at Kroger's, you Krogering, I don't care if it's at Whole Foods, the car wash, it don't make me no difference. But I really appreciate this gift, and I'm going to speak for my wife right now. We really appreciate this. Definitely, man. This speaks volumes. Y'all don't even understand.
Give it up,
thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
He dropped that with him. That's a gift. That's nice, man.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. All right, I love y'all to life, man. There's no big I and little you. Revolution.
Don't be come back and visit with us. Call
us in.
I'm gonna come up here and hijack the show. I'm gonna just make it happen. I'm gonna be on the other side of the glass. This is the Professor Griff show tonight. We just
me and Patah, we don't always agree on a lot of things.
But brother, you're not supposed to always agree,
though.
man.
Yeah, we got love, brothers.
That's
You know
growth.
what I'm saying? We
Me and
love
Soleil
each other.
don't always agree.
Right.
When I hit her with that front kick and her elbow and I curl around and hit her with, bruh, you know, because she a martial artist, I'm a martial artist. You're not supposed to agree on everything.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So just thank you, brother.
Oh,
Thank you
give
so
thanks.
much.
Thank y'all. I really
Thank
appreciate
you so
that.
much.
Love y'all to life,
Next
man.
time you come, we gotta talk some Illuminati too.
I'm good.
We gonna be tomorrow.
Let's make it happen. All right.
We can talk it now.
Peace. See y'all in a minute. I got to go.
Professor Griff, the
All right.
legend in the building.
All right. Peace.
In the
Peace.
building. In the building.